But Shane Beamer said, we didn't bring him in here to be a game manager. Start making plays out there.
Well, this might be the MVP of the team so far. Marshawn Lloyd, who runs up to the 34-yard line. Lloyd, with over 500 yards rushing, went for 92 last Saturday night against the Aggies.
And this is a good run defense from Missouri. They play the run with numbers. They've got bodies in the box.
Going quickly after a pickup of 5, and Rattler rolls out, first down throw. And he finds the man he's been throwing to for years, Austin Stogner, the other OU transfer. First down Gamecocks, 16-yard pickup.
The field in half, make the read easy and give him that run option.
Gamecocks at midfield, just a couple minutes in. Lloyd goes right at that Missouri defensive front, breaks a tackle and gets ahead to the 46 for 4. Looks like he's got a little issue with his helmet. He'll come off the field and
A&M. That was key. Missouri has to tackle soundly.
And you saw him break some right there.
Yeah.
2nd and 6, and here comes Juju trying to find tacklers. He's got nowhere to go. Isaiah McGuire was right there. Loss of 2 on the field for Spencer Rattler on this 3rd and 8. He's facing pressure and doesn't see it and gets drilled in the backfield. It'll be 4th down.
He was just late to shift up to the line of scrimmage. Too slow operationally on that opening snap of this possession.
1st and 15 at the 30. Quicks pass. That's a dangerous one, too. And Ennis Rackestrom.
Yardage. So you start out with a delay of game and then a negative yardage play.
Now 2nd and 18. Rattler drifts back. Good throw. Even better catch past the 40 by Juicewell. So he makes up for it with his hands. And he gives South Carolina a manageable 3rd down after a pickup of 14.
Yeah, that's one way to dig back out of it, right? You got a little bit of a hole procedurally. Time Rattler able to drop it in there, layer that football in.
Gamecocks need to get to the 45. Rattler, watch out. He's going down. He's sacked by DJ Coleman. Next, he has 20 and a half total yards.
They've got to get going, not just on the ground game, but it's first downs. You know, they're only averaging 2 yards on that first down. You're staring at second and 8. You're trying to scrap your way to get it to a 3rd and manageable scenario. They've got to be more productive on these early downs.
Yeah, it's getting late early. Marshawn Lloyd gets more than 2 yards, makes a little burst and gets up to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 7.
And that's the key, right? You got to find a way to get going on the ground. Before that carry, Gamecocks had
Will Smith, who hasn't really played at 100% all year. Had such a sensational career at Wake Forest, transferring into the Gamecocks, but only has 88 yards rushing on the season. Has been nursing injuries throughout the year. And they go to him on 2nd and 3, and he trips. Chad Bailey was there with him. It's 3rd down.
He has been the primary engine for this offense in their last 2 victories.
Third and 3. Rattler, play breaks down and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Van, but Van was covered up by Rakestraw again. And it's back-to-back 3 and outs for the Gamecocks.
Hole to open a possession.
Back at the 17-yard line on what is the 12th offensive play of the game, and Lloyd gets that yardage back and then some as he gets up to the 25.
A heck of a run. Should have been for a 1st down and a half. Instead, it gets you to a 2nd and manageable. Great cut. You got 2 defenders bearing down. Able to break some tackles.
Remember, they had a 2nd and 3 on the last drive. Couldn't do anything with it. Lloyd breaks tackles, somehow gets to the perimeter, and it's a 1st down.
Wow.
That's all effort.
That's a pretty remarkable individual effort right there by Marshawn Lloyd. He's probably forced on that carry alone.
He goes out. Juju McDowell comes in after Lloyd by himself gives the Gamecocks new life at their own 29. Rattler throws. Great catch inside the 50. Wow, what a catch by Stogner there. Somehow went up and grabbed it. 25 yards.
Used to call those a fingertips catch. It's a gloves catch by Stogner. Great focus. Get that ball downfield. Heck of an effort by Spencer Rattler's old teammate from Oklahoma that came with him here to South Carolina. Had a nice return that was brought back by a hold. Third penalty now since the change of possession.
Back at their own 44. Rattler gets it out, and it's Wells. Gets back into Missouri territory to the 48. Our 1st and 10 line is brought to you today by T-Mobile.
The second target for Wells. Came into this game the most targeted receiver. South Carolina has not been able to get going in the passing game either.
Rattler, the one-on-one ball, incomplete. Wells had it in his breadbasket. Everybody here wants a flag on Drayden Norwood, and they're not getting it.
Well, the issue is what they're thinking is Norwood didn't get his head around. He's all up in him. We saw earlier what looked clear to be an.
Coach Drinkwitz had a big grin on his face as that play was going on. Here comes a free play. Rattler takes advantage of it, and it's incomplete. Wanted Wells, but it'd be a 5-yard variety.
Wells
on the defense. Player over the center. Was in the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 3rd down.
Just not as much on this throw. Wells was open. You see a free play right there. An encroachment in the neutral zone as the ball was snapped, and that ball brought Wells back into the field. It was more along the boundary. Wells.
3rd and 7 for the Gamecocks. They need to get to the 36 to move the chains. Rattler's got plenty of time. Throws, and it's overshot to Stogner, and there is a flag down the top of the field at the 25-yard line.
Stogner was struggling to get downfield. He's telling the secondary about it.
Holding on the defense, number 19. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic 1st down.
That was Norwood. He was in on the breakup earlier. Smart play, really. You got a guy who's going to get past you. You give up 10 yards versus 6.
1st and 10. The Gamecocks have it at the Mizzu 33. Lloyd can't do anything this time. It's DJ Coleman and 5 of his friends.
Burgess almost immediately at the snap of the football, you see 3 Missouri defenders standing at the line of scrimmage. Another free play.
Missouri was in the neutral zone, and it's incomplete to Brooks. And here's another flag. It's on Abrams Drain.
First time we've seen Brooks targeted in this game, and Abrams Drain clearly interfering with him with the ball in the air.
Offside on the defense. Player over the center was in the neutral zone at the snap. The penalty is declined. Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
This is an area that South Carolina thought they had opportunity. You see as they were hand fighting all the way down, but there's no where Abrams Drain was holding it back.
Fake to McDowell, Rattler to the top, and it's caught. And Wells is out of bounds as Rakestraw raked it out of there.
Hands on it and raked it out.
It's a 9-yard pickup, 2nd and 1. McDowell, I think he's short.
McDowell not the ideal back to have in there on a 2nd and 1 inside run.
Gamecocks call timeout here with 1:41 left in the half. Worry about.
This is perfect football weather. You play all season to get an opportunity to play in an environment like this one. It is dialed up. Now you're facing a 3rd and short. This is an offense that's been running the football effectively. Last 2 weeks, we talked to Marshawn Lloyd, who he runs bigger than he is. Only 210 pounds, but he gets behind his pads well. You see a full house backfield. 2 would-be blockers back there.
And it's given to the up back. It's Lloyd. First down, Gamecocks down to the 11. That felt like a big play, Stinch, because if you don't get it, you kick it.
Sometimes you'll see them, you'll get an initial blowback, and then they recover by the time the ball carrier gets to the line.
It's a 10th play of this drive, and it's an empty backfield. Rattler underneath throw, and a catch made by Brooks. Clock will still run.
Clock is left.
Now Mizzu.
Lead that clock 2nd quarter. It's a function. The part of it too is able to get behind the secondary.
They try him again on a 2nd and 5.
Big Austin Stogner at the bottom of your screen, number 18.
That's where Rattler's looking. Over his head with Abrams Drain covering him up.
It's a big target. Makes sense. 2 guys very familiar with one another. See that clock stopping. Opportunity to pick up a 1st down still. See Shane Deemer is kind of lobbying to see if he could get a call.
Get a 1st down if the Gamecocks get inside the 3. Rattler flushed out, can run it. Touchdown!